Hi Pisces, hello, welcome to your readings. I was going to say weekly and I was going to say reading, so then my mouth just made them come together. Your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So guys, please, I'm sorry about the big sunbeam in the middle of the table. The arch in the window doesn't have a covering, and it started here for Aquarius and now it's over here. So I'm predicting, let's see, I'm predicting it'll be like around here when your reading is done, like around here. So let's see. That's something that we can all watch. It moves pretty fast across the table, surprisingly. So your blind spot. What is it? You don't see it coming. I don't know. I have a feeling, and I was doing Aquarius, and it was like not until the end of the reading where we really got what the blind spot is. Sometimes it's kind of like spirit is really long-winded. I don't know if it's because all my spirit guides are like me. They just take a long time to explain stuff. Maybe. So by the time you get to the end, then you can, oh, that's the blind spot. Oh, so card came out. So, and then I started remembering, oh, you know what, it kind of seems like it goes this way for these readings. It's like you finally get to the end and then they tell you what the blind spot is. Interesting, your third chakra. Time to work that gut. All right, what's your gut telling you? Your gut's going to tell you something here. You are going to go with your gut. You don't know it yet? Oh. Well, walking away. Now what I like about this card is when someone's walking away from something, they're also walking towards something else. Your gut is going to tell you to do something here. Possibly. Maybe. Shuffle it this way. Is hot. I'm gonna have like my one arm is gonna have like a darker tan than the other here. All right. Chit-chatting, I don't know why. Nothing's running through my brain right now. Wow. This is crazy. Out of the 5 cards that you have, 3 of them are the exact cards that came out in the Collective of Pixies reading on Friday. Like, what day was that? On Friday, which is like a reading for the collective. That is so neat. That's interesting. It's really interesting. Wow. The bottom is the Queen of Water. And I think that is interesting because you have, she feels a bit like a messenger to me in the depiction of the card. You have 2 other messengers. These are 2 of the 3 that came out. Messenger of air and messenger of water. It's like this double watery message here, Pisces. You got double water. You could be dealing with another water sign, although we do have the Hierophant. I'll show you everything in the order. Here, I'll show you everything. We have the messenger of air, and this energy is looking right towards the Hierophant here. There's some sort of deeper spiritual connection that's calling to you. I feel like it's calling to you. And this is really uncanny as well because this is the card that came out in the Aquarius reading that I just did. And I shuffle. I really shuffle. You saw me shuffle in front of you too. And I shuffle before I do each reading. Even more than what you see me do. The pre-shuffle is a lot more shuffling than the shuffle. Because it's funny because Aquarius is got this longing, has this longing. And it's almost kind of like a little melancholy or sorrowful. This person, they may be an Aquarian, they may not. They may just be in that sort of humanitarian energy. They may be really tooting their own horn and doing like their own dynamic thing in life. but this longing is longing towards you. This deeper, I feel like you are represented in a strange way, like this Hierophant, and that can happen with Pisces, because you guys can go into many different zodiac energies more easily than most. And then these two are hard. You have the 9 of Air and the 3 of Air. Typically, like, it's 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords. So it's really being in your head, really having a lot of thoughts and possibly like thinking things regretfully, not being able to think your way out of something. And the 3 of Air is really, it's the broken heart. It kind of feels like there's a lot of energy around this card trying to tell you to fly, to do it, to go, to fly, to take flight. But you're apprehensive, overthinking it, you know, do I jump now or the wind's not right? I shouldn't quite, no, not yet. There's always a reason sort of not to jump. And this 3 of Air, the energy is moving towards the Messenger of Water. And the Queen of Water. You are the Queen of Water, really. But you're also coming in as a Hierophant energy. Feel like someone is longing for you. These messenger cards, I really get that energy with them. I really get them with this Messenger of Air. Like a real longing. But you're standing here, you're doing your thing, you're not really paying attention. You're doing your spiritual thing. Whatever you're doing, whatever part of your life that is right now. You're, you know, it's maybe a higher calling. Doing something for your community or your family. Like you're really focused on. But there's someone's longing for you. And it could even be someone who's in your vicinity, like day to day. But because you're so busy with this spiritual journey, spiritual practice, you're not seeing the longing that they have. They want to connect with you in a way that they're not connecting with you now. Oh, now I see. So now with this 9 of Air, this feels like to me you, and this feels like whoever this is that's longing to connect with you somehow. Because there you are, like spreading your wings, getting ready. You're still like, you haven't done something, but it's like breaking this person's heart. It's breaking their heart. I'm really curious about this 3 of Air and the Messenger of Water. Well, see, I'm going to pull out other tarot cards from the Lightseers Tarot. It's like you're communicating, like there's this communication with this little seahorse here. Almost like you're both staring in the same direction, but not at each other. So yeah, it's like you're both staring at in the same direction, but not at each other. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's crazy. This is funny because in the Aquarius reading again, I had the happy family. So this is what your underline is the walking away, and there's like this broken heart that's reversed or upside down, and then the happy family. Yeah, I want to pull a card out on actually just specifically you're walking away. I'd like a card for the walking away with the reversed broken heart and happy family. Oh, you and the Emperor. I swear to God, guys. I was kind of excited when the Hierophant came out. I thought, oh, it's not the Emperor. It's one up from the Emperor. The Emperor. What were you guys last week? You were the glue that was keeping everything together. Okay, yeah. Remember, you and your person were, this is like chapter 2. So chapter 2 of Pisces, because you're pulling up Aquarian cards here. Chapter 2 of Pisces, yeah, you and the Emperor, they wanted to like balance the finances, organize the closets and the garage, and you wanted to do some fun, spiritual, crazy people stuff. I feel like the Emperor is longing for you now. Because they see that you've walked away, you're doing your thing. They're like, oh, wait a second. See? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. As soon as anybody walks away, somebody wants you. It's just crazy. It's like... The broken heart in reverse, it's like the Emperor. Two very strong energies, the Emperor and the Hierophant. Like, you are showing up to me as this Hierophant. You can reverse it if you need to. Like, it's just, for the majority of you, I feel like you are the Hierophant in this. Like, really doing your spiritual thing. And Pisces, that's really you guys. Like, really, you know. This is not a typical Hierophant card. It is the Taurus card. But no, throw that idea away, I was told, right? Throw that idea away. Because this is the only Hierophant card I have where it's a feminine depiction in it. And she's really doing like a spiritual thing here. This is not the typical Hierophant. You are not doing the typical stuff. And it's moving you. You're moving through life with this. And I like it because it feels like you kind of took the ball and you ran with it from last week where, you know, it was important to you to be creative. It was important to you to have this creative expression, regardless of the person or people around you. And I saw in the comments, some of you, I thought it was really interesting. You were saying, I see this as two parts of myself. I think that's great. That's a great way to take on the reading. And absolutely. And it's almost now like this Emperor is walking away towards a happy family energy, which mends a broken heart. Okay, so let's get, we're going to put cards underneath all these other ones. Look at this, moving across. Where did I say it was going to be? I said it was going to be like around here. See how fast it moves? Kind of cool. It's like I'm like my own sundial. It's a hot though. That card's been out a lot. Getting tired of looking at it, actually. 7 of Wands. I can't think of a reading that hasn't come out lately. 6 of Swords. Temperance and the Ace of Swords. Oh, check that out. Look at these two cards. The Messenger of Water and the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Look at how they're both tilting their heads the same way. Oh, you're going to receive something or you're sending something to someone. It's like the Messenger of Love is sending something to this person in the Ace of Swords. Because the Messenger of Air, which is like swords, is longing for something, longing for communication, longing for a message. The Chariot's underneath. There's movement. There's going to be movement. Yeah, the 7 of, see, you are. You're doing your thing. This is just like clarifying that for me, this Hierophant energy, and look at her. This is the card sitting under it. The 7 of Wands. You know, getting kind of the upper hand, seeing things from a higher level. Seeing things from a higher level, like spiritually. Sometimes it's defensive. I don't really get it with the defensive thing with this card. I get like not paying attention to other people's shit right now. Like you're not even under those wands. Like it's not even in the equation for you. You're really focusing on your thing. This Messenger of Air that's like longing for you. Look at the 6 of Swords is what's sitting underneath it. They don't know how to get to a better place with you. They're trying. They're longing for this. They're longing to get to a better place with you. They're trying to be guided and how to get there. The Nine of Air and the Eight of Air, really. Eight of Swords. So you can't see something. You can't go towards it. You're trapped. Maybe, you know, you're standing here and you want to jump and all the little birdies are telling you, jump, jump, go, go. No, no, because you can't see the bottom. You're up so high you can't see the bottom. So there's, you know, you're not going. But it's almost like they're trying to call you in to, what was it? Call you in. I can't remember who else I said that for. If it was Aquarius or someone else last week. The Three of Swords and Temperance. Yeah, I'm going to pull clarifiers on that. There's definitely some sort of balance that's trying to be achieved in this very heartbreak, very melancholy energy. This balance between dark and light. But again, to me that Three of Air seems like someone outside of you that's feeling this. Maybe they don't look like they are. Maybe they look like they're in this balance, this temperance energy, but yet there's this. I want to say though, what you don't see coming is this Messenger of Water into the Ace of Swords. There is something about love, feelings, emotions here that's going to be sent. And when you receive it, it's going to be like a new understanding here. It's like a download. It's like a download. She's getting like a download into her brain. And it's just like, look at that. Look at how that feeds in. It's almost like she's sending a message to this seahorse. And look at the stairs are right here with the seahorse to go in. And so, oh, and this person has a black crow flying away too. Communicating differently, somehow, one of you, it keeps jumping back and forth. I feel like you and your person are trying to do the same thing. It really feels like you're both trying to communicate. And here's the funny thing, I don't think the message is going to come in like through a face-to-face verbalization. Not at this point. It's coming in as something else with some sort of other assistance with this Messenger of Water communicating to the seahorse. And in the way these two cards line up, like if I kind of position them so they're sort of sitting in the middle of each other, the seahorse is then lined up to go down into this staircase, into the mind of the other, so that the message can be received. There might be a message in your dream state. You might just hear a voice, like hear something and go, oh my gosh, or I don't know. Let's pull out clarifiers. It's quite an interesting reading. Wow, the sun is moving across that table fast. Check this out. This is crazy. Look, I split it. I got the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords. It's very similar to what's sitting right here. Two of Cups and Ace of Swords. Three of Swords and Ace of Swords. So far, we're getting all the cards in the splits are the ones that are in your Messenger of Air. I just got the Queen of Air. It's not quite that, but it's close. All right. The Emperor. I want more on your Emperor here. It came out for the walking away and the reversed broken heart and a happy family. What is the Emperor walking away from? It's like a whole story. They never just tell me what I want. Well, they're walking away from the Nine of Wands, and then we got the Page of Wands, the Empress, and the Three of Cups. So the Emperor is like you're the Emperor's person, right? I've kind of been saying that. This person is longing. The Emperor, this Knight of Wands, is, you know, at the end of your rope. Worn out warrior here. This has been really difficult. It's been very trying. It's almost like the Emperor is releasing a lot of control here. Releasing a lot of control and coming in with this very innocent sort of page energy, this Page of Wands, towards the Empress and happiness. Like having a good time. You know, because you wanted to have a good time. You wanted to have a good time last week. You wanted to be really creative and do fun things, and they wanted to organize the finances and clean up the garage. Like, that's not fun. So I think the Emperor is coming around to want to do that with you. Emperor's like, you know what, it's really lonely cleaning up the garage by myself. I want to find my Empress and go have fun again. And it reverses the broken heart and brings you into the happy family. So that's the Emperor. We want to get that clarified. So what have you been busy doing? So I'm going to be nosy with this Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. It's like a really spiritual practice here. The Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. The Hierophant. The Hierophant, the Two of Wands, and the King of Swords. Wow. You've been seeking the truth and clarity. You've been looking for the truth and clarity. Have you ever? You've been looking within and outside of yourself, like within yourself and outside of yourself, for truth and clarity. You've looked within, you've looked outwardly, and you've created a truth. You've got a truth now. The Messenger of Air and the Six of Swords. Ooh, the World. Oh, this person wants to start like a whole new cycle. The Emperor is done with cleaning the garage. I'm telling you. The Emperor is done with cleaning the garage and balancing the finances. So a whole new cycle. The World here. There is travel too. I'm getting travel, particularly with this Six of Swords being part of what we're clarifying with the Messenger. There's travel towards you. Oh, I just got the Beatles song in my head. The long and winding road leads me to your door, something like that, right? The long and winding road leads me to... I gotta play that now. It's gonna drive me crazy. That Beatles song, The Long and Winding Road. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's a long and winding staircase. That's so crazy. Yeah. Wow, that's funny. Okay, let's keep going. The Nine of Air. Well, what's this new cycle do? The World. This long and winding road. Yeah, I haven't heard that song in a while. I really like, ooh la la. Oh my. Okay, put your clothes on. Don't do that in public. So the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. That is a long and winding road. Once the road opens, I feel like the road's been closed for some construction. They're rushing in. They are rushing in with the World and this Knight into the Lovers. It's kind of cute. Yeah, it's like the road has got some construction along the way. And, you know, they've been held up. But they're coming in. And go listen to that Beatles song, The Long and Winding Road. I feel like it's a message for you about this person. Or how they're feeling, perhaps. The Nine of Air with the Eight of Air. So to show you what I'm clarifying. Right. I find the pictures are so important in these. Nine of Air with the Eight of Air. You have the Three of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Again, with this long and winding road with the Three of Wands, there's been so much to juggle along the way, I'm hearing. Your person has 2 pentacles that they're holding. With the Three of Wands, your person is getting ready, right? Like I feel like they're getting ready to go out into the world. They've been in isolation for 2.5 months. They're getting ready to go out into the world, but they carry 2 pentacles, yet you only need 1. Because I feel like you're showing up as this 9 of Pentacles because you're the 9 of air here, is how I was reading this. That you were the 9 of air, and yet they felt like they couldn't move to you. But you also felt like you couldn't leap because you couldn't see where you were going. So we got 2 9s here, which is really, it's about a completion, kind of seeing the truth, which is interesting because with this 8, you can't see anything. So you finally see the truth. You finally have this independence, but there's only 1 pentacle that's needed here. Why does a person have 2 pentacles? They have to drop something. They're waiting to drop something. Because there's no 11 of pentacles in the tarot. There's a 10. They're waiting to drop something. So what are they waiting to drop? The Justice card tried really hard to come out. Wow. The 10 of Cups. That's interesting. Now I want to say, okay, the Justice card, it did want to, where is it? When I was shuffling, it flipped. I don't know if you could see it. It totally flipped and then it jumped back in, and I hate it when the cards do that. And it jumped enough that I clearly saw it. I'm like, okay, so this person is ending something or bringing some sort of balance to create happiness. So they have to drop another pentacle that's preventing some sort of happiness. Some sort of obligation with this Justice card that they needed to hang on to. The 3 of Air and Temperance. Ooh, the Devil, yeah, they're stuck. They've been stuck. Temperance is, you know, well, Temperance is, it's kind of funny because, look at that. I'm looking at like, because the Temperance card has wings and the Devil has wings too. But a different type of wings, right? It's how you look at it. It's how you look at it. There's definitely a sense of feeling stuck and trapped here with this 3 of Air. But Temperance has been here. Temperance has been working behind the scenes to create a balance that goes from like this devil energy to this angel-like energy. Messenger of Water and Ace of Swords. These are my 2 favorite cards today, the way these 2 line up. I'll show you again. I think they're fantastic. Totally different decks from totally different people. That's so neat, isn't it? I'm really getting hot in the sun. Whew. Gosh. It's like a spotlight. It's too hot though, I don't like it. Okay. Messenger of Water, Ace of Swords. There's a message coming in, like being zapped into your brain. What is this message? Wow, that did not just happen. What did we say here? At one point we had the Emperor and the Empress, and now look, we have the King and Queen of Wands, the 2 peas in a pod, the 2 counterparts. The message that's coming in. So maybe you've been unsure of a connection. Is the person walking away? Are they walking away from you? Or are they walking away from something else? It looks like they're walking away from something else. And this message about being counterparts, the King and Queen of Wands. You're both super sexy, super dynamic, super creative. You're super dupers. You're super dupers. Queen of Water, the Chariot. Yeah, the Chariot is movement. All about movement. I don't know. I feel like I kind of get it now. It took a while. What was... Oh, the 3rd chakra. I forgot about it because it's been blocked by all the underlines. That's just clarify the third chakra. Your gut is telling you something. I think that's the important message here. Your gut is telling you something, and it's time to listen to it. It's almost like you know something, or you're going to know something through your mind and your heart, but your gut, really listen to your gut here. The third chakra. Let's get a clarification for the third chakra. Oh my gosh. What was here? This and this. What order did this come out? And this one. Yeah, that came up first. Okay, we got the 5. The 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. I'm just looking, oh yeah, the 6 of Swords was over here. I'm thinking, I know one of these was already out. The 6 of Swords was already here. If you have a gut feeling that, I want to say your person has been in a difficult energy, a difficult situation. They've been coming into balance, and through coming into balance, they've had to walk away from something so that they could then proceed to go towards you, or at least a better energy for themselves. That's what I get with this 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. And if your gut is telling you that someone you're connected to has been in 5 of Pentacles, they've been put out into the cold, they feel out into the cold, maybe even with you, maybe there's been something that is blocking your connection. There's been some sort of need to come into balance here. And it could even have something to do with finances, financial abundance. Well, abundance. I meant to say balance, but abundance did come out. But I'm also getting like just balancing all of the things in life, because it's a pentacle, just balancing all of the things in life and having to move away from conflict into a better energy. Well, look, yeah, see, now the Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom. So there's some sort of new beginning here. There's some sort of new beginning. An offer. Kind of feels like an offer the way he's holding that out there. 2 of Cups is underneath that. That's funny. All right, that's interesting. Interesting reading, guys. So there you go, Pisces. Someone is walking away from something. And it's kind of repeated here with the 7 of Swords with your third chakra. Like, use your gut. Someone is walking away from something to walk towards you. And the message is your counterparts with the King and Queen of Wands. All right, where did I say the sun would be? Am I about right? Is that about right? Is that kind of right? It actually got bigger though. It's getting bigger. I guess because it's changing its approach, its angle. Hopefully it'll be out of the picture by the time I do it. So I have to make... Oh, I have to go make supper. So maybe I'll do this after the sun will be gone. Okay, that's it. Sorry. Until next time, guys, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.